Good morning everybody, this is Great Ancheta, and in this video today we are here in the Philippines and we're going to talk about how to ride a jeepney. So I hope you enjoy. So if it's your first time here, my name is Great Ancheta. I'm a vlogger. I love food, I love travel, I love nature, and I video anything and everything around me in hopes that you'll learn something new. If it's your first time on my channel, do consider subscribing. Hello everybody, it's a beautiful day here in Legazpi Market, and I'm here again with none other than the famous, soon to be famous, boss. She's here. Did you know that one of our viewers says you should speak up a bit louder? He just replied earlier and says the boss should speak up a bit louder when she is in the video.
Okay, now I'm making my voice louder. I hope you enjoy watching us all the time. And we're having watermelon for our dessert.
We're eating watermelon for dessert, and the boss is enjoying her watermelon so much, just like me, for $100.
Yeah, that's his treat.
My treat. And oh, they have this mushroom, fried mushroom place, which has for 100 pesos you get like a little cup of mushrooms, and you get to choose two sauces. The mushrooms are really well fried, very crunchy, just like what the boss likes, right?
Yeah.
She loves crunchy stuff, and the sauces were just right also. So I asked the boss if she'll get it again, and she said she will get it again.
Yeah, here at Legazpi Market.
At the Legazpi Market. And we are so happy today because we saw a very good friend of ours. Her name is Rose Hugo, who's been walking around. She has a stall here, so you must visit her stall. It's called Mantequilla. They serve Spanish food like... is lasagna Spanish food? No, it's Italian. But they have other Spanish stuff there anyway, so you check it out. Authentic Spanish food. The stall is called Mantequilla, like butter. Or is it oil? Oil. Butter. So in today's series, we have the junior and senior series. We're going to talk about riding the famous jeepneys in the Philippines. And today's guest, permanent and official eternal guest, is none other than the boss. She's here with me today, and we're going to talk about riding the jeepney. So our first topic today on riding a jeepney is, how do you know where to ride the jeepney? There's actually no signs or whatever anywhere, right? There's no signs unless you go to like a jeepney terminal or what, but those are kind of rare. So where do you ride these? How do you know where to ride the jeepney?
Ask around.
You can ask around.
And then they'll tell you where to go. Stay in a safe place, like on the sidewalk, to avoid any untoward accident.
We can also find out where you can ride a jeepney by if you hear barkers screaming, "Oi! Eko tao, eko tao." They're screaming, right? They're screaming for people to ride the jeepney. So as you can see, that guy in aquamarine is a barker. He's helping the jeepney park. And then he's gonna start calling for people. Or you can look where people are grouped up together, right? They're all waiting on the roads. These people want to ride the jeepney most likely, right?
And it's the cheapest transportation.
Correct. The cheapest transportation here in the Philippines. So really, end of the day, wherever you are in the Philippines, as long as you see jeepneys around the road, you can just ride it right away, right?
Yeah. Or you can ask them, are you going this way?
Yes. Just flag them down.
Sorry.
You can just flag them down, right?
If it's the right one, you hop in and pay.
Okay, so our next topic is, once you know where to pick up a jeepney, how the heck do you flag down the jeepney? So how do you flag down the
You
jeepney?
stretch your hand and you go past.
Show.
Like this way.
Stand in front of the jeepney and go like that?
No,
No.
on the sidewalk, so you don't get bumped.
Because that's like stop in the name of love, right?
That's inviting them to run over
Correct.
you.
So what I've seen is people go like this or like this, like for one person or two persons. So they'll confirm if you can actually get on the jeepney or not,
And there's
right?
some-
You give them the finger, not the bad finger, but like how many people you are,
Yeah.
right? So if you're kind of lazy, another way to flag down the jeepney is just follow the people around you who are actually flagging down the jeepney.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to raise your hand, you know, just follow other people, right?
That's true.
So here in the Philippines, there's no like jeepney map or something like this. Like if you go to the MRT or the LRT, there's a map there showing where everything is going. But how can you tell where the jeepney is going?
Normally, there's several people flagging down the jeepney, and this is Barker. He'll tell you.
He'll tell you.
And he'll
Ask the
shout
barker,
about
right?
The place. Yeah.
And he'll shout about the
Or
places.
sometimes safer to other people beside you, tell them where you're going down, and they tell you this is where you're going to ride.
Yes.
And if they're riding the same jeepney you're riding, then you feel safe.
Safer,
And
yes.
the driver will say when to get down wherever you're going.
Right. So beside also on the jeepney, there's like the route that the jeepney takes, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
somehow I just feel like it's not labeled according to the roads. It's like labeled according to certain areas or something like this. So it's so confusing at times. Another way is you can also ask the driver right
The
away.
driver,
Yeah.
all the time, or the people beside you, if you still don't get wherever you're going to stop, keep asking.
Manong, saan ba po ito pupunta?
Yeah, and he'll tell you.
He'll tell you.
And sometimes, wherever you're going, they'll just stop and say, baba na, eto na.
Yes, they'll help you. So according to the boss here, before, it's really like survival of the fittest. Once the jeepney stops, first come, first serve just to get into the jeep, right? They didn't have jeepney terminals before. So our next topic with the boss is how to get on the jeepney. So how do you get actually, the jeepney's in front of you, how do you get on? Where can you get on?
Make sure you're going to ride in a place where you can't be caught.
Yes, yes. No, but we're going to talk now about how to get on. So you can either get on in the front of the jeepney beside the jeepney
No, we
driver,
stay at the back.
or you can go at the back,
Because you
right?
can ask more
Yes.
people.
So we are back after the boss took a little nap there.
Yeah,
So to get onto the jeepney at the back, you just have to make sure to grab the handle, pull yourself up, and once you get in, you have to hunch down because the jeepney, it's like the height is really
moves
low.
So fast, it
Yes.
starts going.
Yes, you better scurry up to your seat and pull yourself in and get to your seat. So you get to your seat fast, but you have to huddle down because there's very little height inside the jeepney, right?
Yeah.
As compared to if you're sitting in front beside the driver, you just have to grab the handle again, pull yourself up and inside the
You know,
jeepney.
it's scary to sit beside the driver.
Why is it scary?
Accidents. You know the way they drive, they're not disciplined.
Okay, but just make sure to hold the
No, but
things you won't fall out or
never
whatever.
know.
Okay. So now we're going to talk about your favorite topic. We're going to talk about getting a seat. So what are the strategies? That's a very difficult part. What are the strategies to get a seat?
See, I prefer to sit in the middle most of the time,
Yes.
whether it's the right or the left side. And then from there on, when people enter, we start moving forward.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's the style. But if there's several people ahead of you and several people behind you, then you're not scared of being so much squeezed.
I've seen other people who just want to stay near the entrance of the Jeep so they can get out right away. I've seen other people like this also. So they like to be there.
Yeah, maybe in some
And then
schools.
I also see that the driver and the barker sometimes helps. Oy, sampu yan, sampu yan, the side. That means like that side is for 10 people, you know. So you guys have to move and make way, right? And another strategy is like use your butt. You know, you can use one butt cheek to sit on the seat.
Butt and bag.
Butt and bag, yeah. You just have to squeeze yourself, you know. Show sample. How do you squeeze yourself?
Then I put my bag beside so that, you
Yes,
can
put
go
your bag
near
beside.
me.
You can't go near
And the
you.
seat's mine.
The seat is mine.
But you know,
Fierce.
excuse me, I can walk and there's no sun to lose it because I eat a lot and I still drink a lot of coffee.
Correct. So if you don't need to use the
But
Jeep,
I
don't use the
deny
Jeep.
it.
Okay. So there's lots of seating, but once it's full, you have to squeeze in.
Rainy day,
This is
men
about
take-
hanging.
Yeah, they take the chance of hanging in the Jeep. Although
Hanging
I'm
on the
sure
Jeep
they
near the
pay.
entrance.
Yeah.
it's very difficult.
It's hard
Yes.
because what time will you go home? If you
Yeah.
just commute?
So I've done it before. I've hung on the jeepney just to get away or somewhere,
See?
because there's no more seats and no more jeepney. So just it's at your own risk.
Survival.
Survival of the fittest
And
here.
prayers that you don't get
Fall
into an
down.
accident.
Yeah. Just hang on for dear life. Of course, if you're with children, the children can sit on your lap,
Yeah.
right? And the children don't get charged because they're not taking up space. Or if you're boyfriend and girlfriend, can the girlfriend sit on the boyfriend and not get charged?
Scandalous, kind of.
It's scandalous.
On the jeep. Parang
On the jeep. Yes. But will they charge the girl if she sits on the
Yeah,
boyfriend's
the
lap?
minute you're an adult, you have to pay.
Adult, you have to pay.
So you might as well sit.
You might as well have your seat in the jeep.
9 pesos for
So guys, we're now talking about how much you have to pay the jeepney driver. How much is it?
9 pesos.
9 pesos for right now
Yeah.
for an adult. And if you're a student or a senior, 8 pesos.
Maybe 8.
Is it Angelus? It's a sound.
No, he's
No, okay.
probably selling ice cream.
Ice cream, yes. 9 pesos for junior, 8 pesos for senior.
Yes.
9 pesos, 8 pesos. 9 pesos, 8 pesos. But the big question is, how do you pay if you're like seated so far away from the driver? What do you say?
You ask
Where?
the person beside you to pay
Paki,
your jeepney ride.
paki, what?
No, pakibigay.
Pakibigay means please give,
Yeah.
right?
And-
Or you
and
can
they
just say bayad ho, and then people will hear you, and then they will pass your money little by little, side by one after the other. So if you find yourself in this situation, do lend a hand. So here's another tip, if you're gonna pay or actually carrying lots of coins, it's good you have lots of coins, right? But you need to have like a small little pouch. Here, everyone has a small little pouch for coins, right?
True.
Right. So once you pay and they need to give you change and they haven't given you change, you say, sukli po. Saan ba yung sukli po?
Correct.
Correct. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Sukli ho, sukli po. Sukli means change.
I don't know if it will be approved, but they're trying to ask 20 pesos for the jeepney fare.
For the jeepney
I
fare.
don't
Oh my
think
gosh.
that will be approved, but that is
We'll
what
see.
they're asked.
So here's how it goes, guys. If you're, for example, together with a senior, like I go on the jeep with the boss, I would usually say isang senior, isang junior, then you pay. Or you could just say isang senior, isang regular. But of course, junior is more fun.
Yeah.
So this other phrase you can use is pakiabot po yung bayad, right? So please extend or help.
No, please give it to
Please
the
give it to the driver.
Sometimes the
Abot
driver
is like reach.
has a companion. Sometimes the wife rides with him or the girlfriend. Then you give it to them.
They help out anyway.
Yes, yes.
It's a big family here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So now here are tips on how to get off the jeepney. How the heck do you stop the jeepney? Stop
You
it.
shout para.
Para, what does para mean?
Para means stop.
Or park, right? Para, to park.
Para means stop.
Stop,
It's while
stop.
it's moving.
Para, stop.
And then sometimes
If it doesn't stop, what do you say?
you say it again louder.
Para, manong, right?
No, para.
Para! Like that, right?
And then sometimes the people in front would tell him to stop.
To help,
Yeah.
right? There are other ways to stop the jeepney, right? You can make pitik. You know what is pitik? Flicking.
Yeah, that's what the men would
Flicking
do.
the roof if you're far away, really loud. So you pick,
Yeah,
pick like that, the
your
roof,
nails are the ones
the nails, flicking the roof.
knocking, Yeah.
Or you could,
Flicking, or some people knock.
or you can knock on the roof or something. like that. Or you can use a coin and you can hit the handrail, the little handrail,
Especially when they
like
don't stop,
hit the
they're
handrail,
so
tick tick tick
far
tick tick like
away.
this.
Correct.
So those are the ways to stop the jeepney. Surefire ways to stop the jeepney. So that's the handrail up there. You can use a coin to make a sound so that the jeepney will stop. So there are other ways to get up the jeepney, So if you're actually near the entrance or you're sitting beside the driver,
If you ride the jeepney
you can
all
just
the time,
hop off right away. You don't have to tell them to stop. You can hop off if you're willing to hop off, right? So Our next topic about riding the jeepney is about sleeping on the jeepney because you know the ride might take a long time. We have an extra special guest today. I was talking about her a while ago and I was hoping she would come back to hang out with us, and now she's here. None other than Rose Hugo, my neighbor, and of course the boss is here. And she's called the boss. What name will we give her in my channel? The Rose. The auntie of the boss. The boss too. The boss too. The boss too. She will be boss too already then. Okay. So how do you sleep on the jeepney if you like you're
She
sleepy and
doesn't
stuff?
ride the jeepney.
Okay. You share.
Never did.
Do you sleep?
But I observe people riding jeepneys on the West Service Road.
Okay. Why?
There's always a jeepney that stops us from going faster because they pick up passengers on West Service Road all
Yes.
the time. And I see them getting in and out and in and out, and we have to.
They fall asleep there.
Yeah, people fall asleep. Not that I've noticed, but they do. They ended up on the shoulder of their neighbor.
There.
Yeah,
That's it. That's a nice one.
good tip.
I have that too because when I ride the jeepney, sometimes there was one time where I woke up, I look, oh, it's a neighbor. Hello. Of course, you just have to make sure not to make any laway on them. Or one best way which I'll share is you hold the handrail like this, and you can just sleep like that, right?
Lean on yourself.
Lean your own self,
arm.
right? Put your laway on yourself, not on other people.
Saliva.
Saliva. Laway is saliva, by the way.
Tagalog.
So those are the only tips for riding a jeepney and sleeping. So our next topic is all about safety when you ride a jeepney because you might have your jewelry, valuables and stuff like that. So our topic now is about safety. About safety, jewelry. What are you supposed to do when you ride a jeepney? Jewelry. What do you do with your
No,
jewelry?
you don't.
Wear
No
it.
jewelry. Don't wear any jewelry.
Your cell phone should be.
In your bag or something.
Yeah.
In your bag, not in your pockets because someone might get it, right?
Getting a big amount.
Yes, don't flash your money, right? And when you're sitting at the back, don't put jewelry around your neck because someone can just snatch it from behind, right?
They might hurt you if they even real.
They might stick you up.
Yeah, stick you up.
Gun or a knife.
And your cell phone, don't text and by the window of the jeepney, or someone will snatch it. Yes, or they might hold you up. And then when the
They
jeep,
run away because they have.
and then when the jeepneys,
companions
yeah.
who get whatever they stole and run.
They always work in small groups.
Yes, correct, right. You got that? You heard it from the all-knowing bosses
Who never ride jeeps.
who never ride
Okay,
jeeps.
okay, you get that. You never realize that.
You know, the bosses here had this boss too is very smart. Since she doesn't ride jeeps, but she's observant about jeeps. The jeeps don't have
Doña.
any, Doña. There's no stop. There's no jeepney stops here in the Philippines. So really, you just have to be patient if you want to ride a jeep because it'll just stop anywhere, right?
Anywhere that the passenger says, para.
Yes.
And then they compete with the other jeepneys to get a passenger.
Yes, that's true. So the very last topic is about rain because it always rains here in the Philippines during the rainy season. So what do you do when it rains and you get in a jeepney?
Well, everybody gets wet because the umbrella they bring, they always put it down so
The
water
whole
will go
ground gets
down,
wet.
And then it becomes so slippery. She doesn't ride it. When it becomes so slippery, you have to be careful, otherwise you're going to slip and it's very painful. What's for sure?
Right. And well, you don't have to worry if it's raining also when you're inside because the jeepneys are equipped with these plastic things.
Pull down.
Yeah, pull
for
down
the
plastic for the window so you won't get wet. But
The ones who bring umbrellas inside, it's filled sometimes, you know, the water from the umbrellas. So when you go down, even especially if you're rushing, you're sure to have an accident.
yes, so when you're going down, just make sure to hold the
But you know, the
handrails.
jeepneys, that's the cheapest kind of transportation.
So as you can see here, this is the plastic that rolls down to protect you from the rain. Riding the jeepney is the cheapest form of transport in the Philippines today. And note, they do have trash cans inside the jeepney. How was your last jeepney experience? Do share below.
Have a great day.